do not be sitting here fidgeting and fidgeting and TikTok gyrating.
Okay.
Close your ears. Cover your ears. Welcome to We Don't Owe You Shit. Okay, you can let it go now. So today I have a very special guest. No. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Technical something. So I'm going to let you introduce yourself. So first start with your name.
Azalea.
And how old are you?
9.
And what grade are you in?
3rd grade. It's summer. About to be 4th.
Okay. What's your favorite food?
Favorite food? That's hard. I would say pizza. It's kind of a common food to have a favorite.
Okay, what kind of pizza? What toppings?
Bacon. I would ask for bacon a lot.
So maybe your favorite food is bacon. You ever thought of that? Okay, so who are your parents?
Can I say your name?
Yes.
Kaden. Daddy. Kaden is daddy.
Uh-huh.
Elijah is Poppy.
Okay.
I am not used to saying their real names unless someone asks if who's are my parents. I call them Daddy or Poppy.
Okay. So now we're about to get. Ooh, sorry for the feedback. I apologize. Let's pull us a little closer because you like to speak in a whisper. Sit up a little bit for me. Sit forward. Yeah, closer to me. Thank you. So that we can hear you. So people aren't like, huh? What is she saying? All right. So the first question I have for you is, do you feel as though you were missing out by not having a mother? A mother.
No,
Why not?
there's a lot of things that a mother could do that a dad could also do. And those are a lot of things. So there could be like half of like two things that I could be missing out of, but I don't think that's very much.
And what are the two things?
Like, so, okay, 0 things I can't think of anything.
You can't think of anything. You just came up with a number.
I tried to make it a very less number, so it wouldn't be kind of odd to say 0. I don't want.
So you don't feel like you're missing out on anything. And before we even get further into any questions or anything like that, it's something about being a kid that make you just feel like you gotta.
No, I'm stressing out.
Okay. Before we get into any further questions, what is the only thing that I requested of you before we started recording? Did we rehearse any questions? Did I even tell you any of the questions that I was going to ask you or anything like that?
Well, you did give me a heads up that one of the questions would be the question that you just asked, but nothing else further. You also said that don't joke about most things.
Right. Well, things that people could take the wrong way, of course. We still want you to joke, but just not about, So just to make that very clear. All right. So we all know, and for those who are this is maybe your first time watching, that I am what's called a seahorse dad, meaning that I was assigned female at birth and I transitioned to male. After I transitioned, I had my first child, who was right here, and her sister, who is currently not here. And so that's what makes me a seahorse dad. So that leads me into my next question for you. And that question is, do you experience bullying at school because of who I am? Do the kids at your school know that you have 2 dads?
Yes.
Do they know that I gave birth to you?
Yes.
I know that sounds obvious to you because it's your life.
I know.
Uh-huh.
They don't know.
Uh-huh.
Because they know I have two dads, but they're still trying to figure out how.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Do they bother you about that at all?
They're they ask me questions like, how? I'm like, you could talk to them about that.
Has any of your classmates or friends ever seen me online or seen an article about me, or maybe their parents saw that they told you about? Okay, and did you get bullied about that, or what was their response?
I found your dad on TikTok. He's so cool. That's their little, someone at school came up to me and was like, I found your dad on TikTok.
And so no bullying at all.
They thought that was cool.
Love that. Love that. So, I just explained to the world who I am. I've been explaining to you who I am since you could understand things, right? Do you feel confused about who I am? Like, are you confused at all?
You explained it enough. I understand.
I over-explain it, don't I? Yeah. I just want to make sure that you don't feel any confusion ever at all. Do you feel like me and Poppy, so me being an open, trans guy and Poppy being an open gay man, do you think that has helped you with your understanding of other people, like other identities and stuff? A quick story. I was editing another podcast that I unfortunately have to re-record, so I'm not going to divulge who the person was. And she saw the person and she goes, wow, she's pretty. And I was like, oh, well, actually they're non-binary. So their pronouns are they, them. And what did you say?
I said, oh, they are pretty.
And as she continued talking about them, she slipped up once and was like, oh, but yeah, because I think she said something along the line. No, she was like, I like her makeup. And as I was getting ready to respond, she goes, wait, no, I like their makeup. This is a 9-year-old who can understand the pronouns they, them for non-binary people. Does that confuse you at all? Or, does that make you feel like you're calling somebody something incorrect? Like, what provoked you? Maybe I shouldn't say provoked. What led you to want to correct yourself and use that person's correct pronouns?
Because that's who they want to be.
Does it harm you at all does it make you feel funny or weird to say it?
They wanting to be whoever they be shouldn't bother me because it's them.
My God, today, from the mouth of a child. All right, so do you ever wish that you had a normal family, like a mom and a dad and all that?
No.
Is there any particular reason why? Do you feel like us being who we are gives you a very unique experience as opposed to like what your friends experience? Okay, go ahead.
So, first, I do not want to have a normal family because I wouldn't be here at this moment, this very moment right now, with Brooklyn, my sister, and me.
Even when she be getting on your nerves?
Huh?
Even when she be getting on your nerves?
I love her to death. But
she's a lot, I know. So you're not like, oh my gosh, I wish I had a mom. I wish, So like on holidays like Mother's Day and stuff like that, are there any days when like, at school they're always like writing cards and stuff to their mothers? I already know what you're going to say, but do you ever feel left out or anything?
No.
And why is that? Who do you give your Mother's Day stuff to?
My dad. It's simple. Who else am I good?
So we have a very long-standing running joke because my ex-husband, her other dad, is very feminine. He's a very feminine man. He just always has been. It's just who he is. So Mother's Day is his day. as is Father's Day, but he also gets the Mother's Day. Even I buy him Mother's Day stuff, or I'll call him and tell him Happy Mother's Day. Um, all right, so do you? We talked about like a normal family, right? And this is kind of a heavy question, but not like too heavy. It's not going to be anything that is uncomfortable. But do you know any kids in school that maybe don't have very nice parents, or don't that might have both parents, or might have parents that aren't gay or trans, and maybe they are suffering or living in bad conditions or experiencing abuse or anything of that nature? Have you ever come across anything like that you know of course? I mean, it's third grade, but no. Okay. Okay. So you would say that, like, compared to your friends at school, your family is pretty much a normal family, right? So are there things that you get to do, or like with me or with Poppy, or things of that nature that maybe your friends don't get to do at their age?
Yeah.
Like what? Oh, girl.
I could be at one place. Poppy.
You got to speak so they can hear you.
Poppy, can I get a Barbie doll? No. Daddy, can I get a Barbie doll? Yeah, go right ahead. Like,
that's how I sound?
Yes.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm going to start saying no.
No, because I be calling you when you're like waking up and the lights all off. You're like, oh. So, it is too early. You woke me up for a Barbie.
So that leads me into another question, though. So, well, I actually want to stay on that question, because I'm thinking like, what about the ways that you express yourself? Like, maybe the ways that you dress, or the way that you get your hair done, or, the things that you're allowed to do. Do they seem any different than the kids at your school, maybe? You can take your time and think.
Yes and no.
Okay, in what ways?
So, well, I get to have my hair straightened sometimes, but it's not all the time, so I can't be having my hair flowing. But in the other half, I'm glad, because I be seeing people with hair all in their face, lip gloss, and the hair stuck in their lips. And it's really, I could tell it's not comfortable, because I had straight hairs sometimes, and I'm probably going to get it when I go back to New Jersey.
Yeah. Yeah, you have natural hair. So your hair is only going to stay that way for as long as the humidity allows it to, and then it's going to poof. So, yeah.
My hair's going to explode?
No, it's going to poof up.
Oh.
Girl. So this is kind of another deep question. How does it make you feel when people say that they feel sorry for you and Journey because of me? Because I'm your parent and I'm a transgender person. And feel free to speak candidly. Like, don't feel like you have to be like, you're not going to get in trouble for anything that you say. Just, this is called We Don't Owe You SHIT for a reason.
I feel sorry that you said that.
Why?
Because I feel like you want this. You want to be here. You just jealous. You want to be in Texas, swimming in pools, going to water parks, going to urban air, having fun, have a little sister and a family who cares for you. But I bet you with the attitude like that, you don't have that, because you're coming in the live and anywhere else to bother people that you don't even know, or people that you don't even care for, and you spend your time in the live or anywhere else talking to them. So
So you're saying that those people must not be happy with who they are because they spend their time being mean to everybody else?
No, they're spending their time
Mm-hmm.
like they don't care. If they hate us so much, they don't care about us, but they're wasting their time on us.
Right. So it must be something they want. They're jealous.
If you don't like us, leave.
It's not that they don't like you, they don't like me. And they think that because I'm a trans person that I'm creating I'm gonna be honest with you. What people say is that trans people like myself were grooming children. And what grooming means is basically that I'm trying to teach you how to be a certain way. I'm trying to convince you to be a part of the LGBT community, or I'm trying to convince you to be trans, or like I'm trying to plant seeds in your ear to be someone that you're not. Do you agree with that at all? Do you think that I'm trying to make you, do I try to make you be anyone?
Where are the seeds?
Girl.
Where are the seeds? I mean, I ate a watermelon seed, but where are the seeds?
So you don't think that me and Poppy are grooming you? We don't force anything on you. We don't really even talk to you about boyfriends or girlfriends or anything like that. You're like, my only boyfriends are you and Poppy. That's how you sound.
I never said that.
You did say that. You said that last year.
I did? I don't remember saying that.
It's cringe, isn't it? That's what you said, though. That's what you said. That's fine. And what do you remember what I said to you? Because I remember I came up to you and I was like, do you have any crushes on anybody at school? Any boys or girls? That's your same exact face. What did you say? Do you remember what you said exactly? Like, other than your only boyfriends are me and Poppy. But what else? Do you remember exactly what else you said?
I think I say this a lot to Poppy. When he asks me that question, I say, wait, hold on. Wait, let me get the same exact question. I don't know exactly what I said, but I think this is what I said. Because last time I said to Poppy, when he asked me, I was like, I know boys in school, crusty, musty, and dusty. They all broken, they all rusted. If I, there is no one in this world that is perfect. So I ain't even gonna try and look for it because it's gonna be nowhere. I'm just saying, innit? Just asking, you know.
Well, why they gotta be crusty, musty, and dusty though?
Oh.
Are they really crusty and musty? They be stank. They be in there picking their boogers and stuff, and sweaty, smelling like pennies.
One boy in class was itching his butt.
So he don't wipe his booty right.
He was turned around facing the whole class.
It itched. He was. He wasn't supposed to scratch it. He was supposed to go to the bathroom and scratch it. Did he sniff his fingers afterwards? Ew.
Daddy.
Ew. So, go ahead.
And then he always be doing this to his friends. He would be, while his friends isn't looking, he'd be picking his boogers and be like,
oh, they are crusty, musty. I'm sorry. I didn't say that about nobody's kids. But that is a little crusty. Just a little crusty.
I didn't say who it was, so y'all can't be.
No names. Okay. Another kind of heavy question. So there's this rumor going around. It's such a strange rumor. And I did mention it while I was on live the other day. And you'll probably remember once I say it. That there's this rumor going around that after I had Journey, I didn't need you anymore because I had a new baby. So I abandoned you and moved to Texas, and that I don't take care of you and I don't care about you. So how does that make you feel? And what would you like to say to the people who started that rumor, maybe?
What are you on?
Oh.
That's it. I'm kidding. I think he gave too much reasons of why he moved to Texas. Maybe because where he lived before was too expensive, and money don't grow on trees.
Sure don't. And
Sometimes,
if y'all want my Cash App so that I can live in New York and New Jersey, I will send it to you.
sometimes maybe I go look over and I'd be like, can I get this and can I get that? But I kind of get it now. So I'll start helping out and understanding more. But now that I really understand, you can't just pick up $500 off the street, run rich.
That's not
doesn't
even
work like
the fact that you think $500 is rich is so innocent and pure, and I love that for you. And hold on to that thought for the rest of your life, because it's not even a little bit of money these days. But just to be clear, you do not have to help me ever financially. Your money is your money, and my money is apparently your money too. So that's where we're at with it.
I mean, like, by help, I'm not gonna be like, can I get this?
This is from the little girl who literally just walked into my room and asked me for a Barbie.
It's a Barbie.
That's this. You don't think? Oh, okay. It wasn't expensive, and she's gonna get it, but that's not the point. Okay, so this is the last question. This is the very last question, and then hold on, wait. I'm gonna finish this, and then you can say what you're gonna say, because I know you're about to say something. To excuse. No, before I ask this question, I'm gonna let you ask me one question. So you got to think of a good one, and I'll give you time. But I'm gonna ask you my last question. And what was the thing you wanted to say? At least it wasn't what?
At least I didn't get that bald-headed mermaid doll. Sorry. I can ask my question now.
No, because I feel like it's gonna have to do something with me being bald headed all of a sudden.
No.
I don't really know. Okay, go ahead. Ask your question. What's your question? I'm ready.
Can I get a seahorse shirt?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so my very last question for you is, what is your favorite part of having two dads? Actually, pause. I have a question for you. Do you think that the fact that I was born a girl, basically, do you think that that makes a difference in like my parenting or the things that I may know that Poppy doesn't know yet, or things of that nature? I don't know if he tells you about our conversation, so it might not make a difference to you yet, but I'm just curious. This is really just for me to know.
I didn't understand.
So do you think that the fact that I used to be a girl is helpful to you because you're a girl? So I know what it's like to be a girl. Or have you not experienced? You haven't really gotten there yet, but... And Poppy's a little more girly than me still, but that's not the point.
Well, actually, someone that I know keeps giving me warnings because Poppy has a friend and his friend has a sister. I can't give names.
Yes, let's not give names.
But she always warned me because she's getting older, and she keeps warning me that some things are not gonna stay the same, and I'm a change. I'm a really change.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think that helps.
Yeah, because I know the things. I know the things.
And Poppy also knows too.
He knows. He knows. He definitely knows, and I won't take that away from him. I will say, though, with certain things in life, that it's really helpful to have experienced it yourself to have empathy for other people. Do you know what empathy means?
Not the way you say it, but harshly.
Okay, so empathy means that having an understanding and therefore showing a certain level of compassion for somebody else and what they're going through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now to my last question. What is your favorite part about having two dads?
Everything.
If you could pick 3 things.
3?
That's too many?
No, that's less.
Well, we ain't got all day. Just start naming stuff off and I'll let you know when to stop.
Yeah, let's start.
You have 2 homes. Okay.
Got 2 homes. I got. It's like, how I put this the super cool way. I got superheroes.
Superheroes.
Yeah. You mail stuff. You're the one who mails stuff to the door, and you're Mr. Mailman.
That's my superhero name? Okay. What's Poppy's superhero name?
Mr. Strong Sleepy Man.
He do be sleeping. But he also works very hard.
Yeah, because he gonna take me on a surprise, and I still don't know what it is.
Hell, I want to know what it is. I'm going to call him. Okay. So, is there anything else that you'd like to say before we go? Follow me on TikTok. Okay.
Follow the Alizé Slay. Forget about him. Follow me. He already got his blue check.
I did get my blue check today.
All I need is 1,000 followers. Okay.
You're close to it, though. Okay. Follow her on TikTok. The account is run by me, but follow her on TikTok, and she be doing all the little.
Please stop.
All right. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at CadenXOfficial, and have the day you deserve.